Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and thank you for joining me for a demonstration today. We are going to be using our brand new stamps. These are the Coven of the Blue Moon. So we've got three lovely witches here that we're going to create a scene with. So we're going to be inking up in the Versifying Clay the Nocturne. So the first one I'm going to pop down is the one holding the lantern, because she is leading the way. So pop that down, and then the next one. Make sure she's completely covered. Now I'm shimmying them up quite close to each other so that they become the focal point. And then we've got the last one. And she's got the broom. So now I'm going to add a little bit of colour. So I'm going to start with something nice and light, which is the lime punch. And I've got my stencil brushes. So always start with the lighter colour and then build in stronger or darker colours a little later. Okay, so let's move on to the blue atoll and bring that lovely blue over the top, which creates this lovely turquoise sort of colour. Mixes so nicely with the lime punch, I think. So again, just working our way around the edge. So you can see any blemishes now are really diminishing as we just keep sweeping that colour around and around. Okay, and now I've got violet chalk and I've got midnight blue. Let's see what they look like first. Okay, pop a little around and then I might add some of the midnight blue over the top as well, actually. Now this is a really dark colour, so just be careful how you apply this. Just be mindful of how dark it is, so you don't need much at all really. And if you want that depth of colour, just build it gradually. So where we want to be with colour at the moment. So I've got one of our brand new trees here and I'm going to ink this up in the medieval blue. So, and I'm going to pop that around about there. And we'll pop one on the other side as well. There we go. We've got some foliage and I'm going to ink up in the warm breeze. Let's add a slightly different depth of colour. And I feel like we need a little bit more foliage. I've got a little one. And we're going to just start building a bit more depth, I think. So I'm going to go back in with a slightly darker colour again, down at the bottom here. I have gone in really quite dark here. But it's good to do it in stages, because you get to know how dark you want to go with it. And all the time we're just focusing in on that centre there. Now I've got our new verse. It's 3 AM and the moon is bright. 'Tis witching hour on this dark, cold night. Cast a spell and feel the power. There's nothing quite like the witching hour. So let's stamp that out. I'm going to go back to the warm breeze. Now I want this very much in the background now, so I'm going to take off . And now some orbs. I'm going to go with a couple of colours. And it's all this detail now which just brings it to life. So make sure that you keep working with it. Don't abandon something too quickly. Because this sort of detail really makes your card pop. So I'm going to move on to the glitter orange. And the white is quite nice in the centre of the yellow. Gives it a little bit more sort of 3D effect. Sort of like an actual orb. You don't get like a solid orb, do you? You get sort of different depths of colour, if that makes sense. I'm going to pop an odd white one about. And lastly, I've got some glitter, so we'll create a little bit of a ground for them. I'll just pop a few bits. Can get some really nice tiny little dots with the stickles. Just keep the pressure on and then just move your hand, okay, but keep the pressure. Now we tend to get big sort of dollops of it if you just squeeze it out each time you want it, so just remember, keep that pressure on, wait till it starts coming out, and then just move your hand, and then you get tiny little dots, which is quite nice. Right, well there we have it. There's our first card using our brand new stamps. I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration. I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves. You take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.